Wo ist Johann? Ah, ja. So there's one more chair here for someone who hasn't gone yet. Good. Welcome to our assembly. I also would like to thank Collab Zurich for giving us the room. So, Collab Zurich is this location and a few work desks upstairs. So if you are a startup that or you want to have a desk to work, this is a very nice place to rent office space for a startup. There's for drinks. There's you can magically turn your bitcoins into beer here. There's this sticker at the fridge, and you can pay 3.9 millibitcoins and grab any drink from the fridge. In the lower part there are beer. In the upper part there are others like this, for example. So you've all seen the agenda. We'll start with the more formal part. And here one of the important things will be, so first we want to elect a vote counter, but to do that we need to know who is actually formally a member, because only formal members are eligible to vote. And we've received about 10 registrations so far on the website. If you want to become a member and be able to vote, you have a last chance now to fill in the form if you are online. This is our donation address. We've received 10 transactions so far, one of which is mine. So, and we have here on the website is our membership application form. So you give in your name, your email address, and you send your membership fee here and enter the transaction ID. We have one lifetime member already. If you send us 1 Bitcoin, you become a lifetime member. Is he here? He's named William. Thank you very much. So I suggest to have Marco as a vote counter. So, but you need to be able to see everyone. So, who is formally a member? So this includes all members of the board. And this includes the ones who have paid. This should be about 9 or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Including you, I think you have 13 votes present.
And the smallest contribution is 1 Satoshi.
Yes.
So.
Yes, so it shouldn't be hard to become a member. So if in the process of the assembly you filled in the form, let me know. You also, did you raise your hand before?
No, I didn't.
Because Bitcoin Swiss is also a member.
Yes, but actually I don't think we paid a donation.
You did, so...
but we would like to become lifetime members.
There's a small loophole, so you've already become a member in December.
Okay.
So those present at the last assembly in December, we accepted them as member, but we didn't know yet what the fee schedule will be. So you have a deadline until 31st of March, until you pay your fee, and then you're fine, and you can also vote today. The same applies for the members of the board who have not paid yet their fees. So, who is in favor of having Marco as a vote counter? Raise your hand now. Are there any abstentions? Against? Okay, good. You're the vote counter for this session. Then we need a protocol writer. I nominate Stefan as a protocol writer. Who is in favor of Stefan as protocol writer? Great, we have a majority. Are you against? You didn't vote. So first we need to approve the protocol of the previous assembly. Here I have a quick summary. You can see the protocol. Stefan has a copy of the protocol if you want to see it. So we extended the board to 5 members. We will introduce them afterwards and confirm them. We decided on the membership fees, and we started planning of this General Assembly, and we had this the complete membership. We added a few at that meeting who were present. All the people on this list, they are eligible to vote today, even if they have not paid yet. Good. So, who approves of the protocol of the last assembly? Good, we have a majority.
Very simple.
You are our lawyer. Did I do it
Yeah,
too quickly, or?
For today, it's okay.
Okay, good.
We have to talk about it.
So then the agenda. Does someone have an amendment to the agenda? Or any changes? Good, so who is in favor of the agenda as it was proposed? Thank you, I think that's,
Yep.
again, you should tell.
It's a majority.
Good.
It's better already.
You're making progress. So we'll now have a quick session with reports from everyone from the board and a quick intro about who we are for those who are new. So after the reports and the introductions, we'll go through everyone again and have a vote to confirm him as a board member. So first quickly about me. So what did I do in the meantime? I handled lots of media inquiries. Some very nice to talk to and professional, for example 10 for 10. Some I didn't like very much, for example Beobachter. He talked a lot to me and he sent me quite stupid quotes, which is basically, he cited me with invented quotes and asked me for confirmation. I said, no, I want to have it worded differently, but he didn't accept the changes. So it's always a little, but in the end it's very positive. So we could have a lot of impact and we were very present. Then we filed the formal VAT request with Eidgenössische Steuerverwaltung in collaboration with Bitcoin Swiss and another company. And according to our expert, it looks quite good, and we are hopeful that Bitcoin will be considered or treated like a currency. This means if you sell Bitcoins to someone, you don't need to charge VAT, which is very good, because otherwise it would be catastrophic for Bitcoin if you had to add 8% whenever companies sold Bitcoin. Then, this is a side note, a British publisher asked me if I want to write a book about Bitcoin, and I'm a little short on time, so if anyone finds this an interesting project, you should approach me and maybe we can work something out. So, yes. That's it from me. So, next is our Vice President, Alexi.
And also, I have a double casket. I'm also the president of the Pirate Party of Switzerland. So, of course, it goes in terms of decentralization of the power. It goes very much together. Since but I'm a specialist in e-governance. Actually, for 10 years, I worked for the United Nations in the local e-governance in Africa and West Europe. Since a few months when we started the association, so I was also quite active on the Romandie side, which with some other people like Matt, we took a bit the lead on organizing the meetups, organizing also being a contact for press. So we had several good coverages in Le Matin, Tribune de Genève, and we're also organizing now we have more organized meetups with presentations, and hopefully we'll have one presentation on Bitcoins and then one presentation of the specific project, and we also were able to have ATM installed in Geneva. So basically.
And you went to Berlin.
Yeah, and we went to I went to Berlin. Yes, to the last conference of Inside Conference of Berlin, Inside Bitcoin conference, which was quite interesting. There were a lot of people were there present, hardware makers and lawyers, a lot of lawyers, which was something quite new. So that was very interesting from them to come and look for clients, but at the same time also they receive a lot of requests. Yeah, so you want to talk about the Global Alliance?
Maybe a quick word, yes.
Very quick word, yeah, because now there are two projects right now. There's the foundation and there's the Global Alliance on the world level. And I met with the guys from the Global Alliance, and they want to build something which is very loose from bottom up. So anyone can be a member, and anyone who wants to be active can do something. That's really the message I received. So it was a bit interesting in the sense that, okay, let's do something together, that's fine, but at the same time, for such organization, you expect a minimum of structure or a minimum of something, direction where to go, and
Yes.
and
So
he had zero direction to go.
So we decided to wait and see.
Yeah, very Swiss style.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, let's.
So, Stefan.
I can be short because the only thing I did during the last weeks or month was moving my household.
Good.
So I wasn't very active.
And you're now in Zurich, or where are you now?
Steckborn at the Bodensee.
Oh, nice. Good. So, Johan.
So my name is Johan Gefers. I'm founder and CEO of Monetas. And what's more relevant here is I'm a chartered accountant, which helps when you're the treasurer. I'll give you a little bit of an idea of the activities the last few months. One of the most interesting things that we are working on right now is to make Switzerland a global hub for Bitcoin and digital finance businesses in general. I'm convinced that Switzerland is an ideal location for doing this. So the analogy is just like you have Silicon Valley for internet companies, we want to make Switzerland a crypto valley for digital finance projects and companies. And it's really quite amazing how quickly this is coming together. Of course, Monetas was founded here. We are founded in Zug. And now Ethereum is in the process of being founded in Zug. And we've got about 10 or 15 additional digital finance companies coming from all over the world to look at Switzerland as a possibility for basing the head office here. And some of these are really big names. We can't mention them right now, but these are people that all of you would recognize their names. So if one or two of those decide to come here, we're going to attract, it's going to really open the doors, and we're going to get, there's a really good chance that we could have this as the leading global hub for crypto finance. One could talk about this at much greater length, but I'll just mention one or two things. Switzerland is the most decentralized political system in the world. And Bitcoin, of course, is the decentralized currency. And the companies that are being built in the Bitcoin ecosystem are also focused on decentralization. So having a country that has a decentralized political system and 8 centuries of history around that, and building the new decentralized digital financial system of the future is a good fit for doing that here in this country. And there's respect for individual freedom. You know, there's other countries like Singapore and so on that may offer special deals or this or that in the short term, but you don't really know what is the legal situation going to be a year from now. The United States or China or whatever, or the OECD could put pressure on them, and they could turn over, just like has happened in many, many other countries that were favorable, but then they switch. with Switzerland, you've got the best chance that the way things are today is still going to be like that, at least for some years into the future. We need that stability. When people want to invest money, they need to know that this is going to be like this for at least some years into the future. So that's the kind of big picture of building Switzerland as a hub like that. And we've had really good reception from the authorities. We've met with some government officials, we've met some of the tax authorities, and they are very, very enthusiastic about this. They see this as an opportunity for Switzerland. Switzerland has had a long history as a financial center. This is an opportunity for continuing that history and being the leading financial center of the future technologies. We already saw that Lucius mentioned that they met regarding how Bitcoin is going to be treated. We also met with authorities in Zug. Bitcoin there also is going to be treated as a currency. We already have this as a decision by them. We haven't received this in writing yet, but that's what they indicated. So very good movement. Then there's, we were at some conferences. Alexa and I were both at the Inside Berlin conference. Yeah, I think that's about it from my side. Thanks
Good.
very much.
Thank you. So, Marco?
There's not much to say, but I organized the meetups. I've organized 20 so far, and I also created the website.
Good. In collaboration with Jonathan.
With
Cross.
Jonathan, of course.
Just not to forget him.
Sorry.
Good. So, let's now move to confirm all the board members for 2014. So, is there any candidate who wants to run as against someone here for a board seat? So this will be an easy run probably. So, who is in favor of me as president in 2014? Abstentions or votes against? I'll remember those. Good. I forgot to vote myself. I'm in favor. But so, what's the result? You need to.
The majority approved.
Good. Maybe we could do it in global. The rest all together instead of having 4 votes.
That's fast enough. We can do it individually.
Okay, we do it individually. So next one is Alexi. Who wants him on the board for 2014?
The majority approved.
Good. Stefan. Who wants Stefan on the board 2014?
The same.
Johan. Who wants to have Johan in 2014?
Yes.
Good. And Marco, sorry. And who wants to have Marco in 2014 as webmaster and web organizer on the board?
Yeah.
Good. So all 5 board members are approved. Then let's go to the first guest presentation. Ethereum. Do you have brought a notebook, or what's the form of the presentation?
I can just go up and talk.
Okay. So I'll let. Do you want the website here, or?
Oh, sure, they'll leave that up there. I like Neil Koklitz.
Good.
So how long do I have?